in Shmitta is like buying for Pesach.
Yeah. Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom, shalom. Nice to meet you. Now I need the kids to be first with me. What special mitzvah we have with grapes? Who knows? A special mitzvah in the Torah only for grapes.
Kerem Rabbi.
That's not what I meant, it's true. Hint, hint. It's not a mitzvah, it's an isur, more to be exact. Thank you very much. Karmecha lo tizmor. You're not allowed to prune. What does it mean to prune? So a normal vineyard, this one is a mess. You count like 1/2 of what's called enaim, and you cut during the winter. Why do you do that? If you cut in the winter, in the summer you'll have a new branch with good quality and good quantity of grapes. Here as you can see, they didn't prune, and you can see the quality and quantity here is
wild.
It's not a groisimitzi, as we say. And farmers that want grapes, if they don't prune at all like this one, it will be they will lose money next year as well because it becomes a mess. So the rabbis allow them to do zmira beshinui in a different way, which means, you see this? You're supposed to cut it. They have special pruning shears which stop like this. So you cut half and then you break it with your hand. Is this the same as the regular pruning? No. The farmers hate it. It's not good for the tree. The workers hate it. It's very difficult. That's why the rabbis love it. Because it's a big difference than the regular zmira. And that's one option of doing zmira for Otzar Beidin. There are other options as well. That's what we did in some of the places. And then you have a yield. Not 100%, but okay. It's a pretty good yield. And the grapes that we will have after the tour, Otzar Beidin grapes, they were done in this or a similar way. This is about the vineyard. Now,
So it's annoying pruning.
it's annoying. Yes, it's very difficult to do it. That's why most farmers don't want to do Otzar Beidin. It's complex. Now you can taste from there. You can each pick 1 or 2 grapes, or here as well, or there. You see there? Nice green ones. Each one can take 1 or 2, and if your family can take a picture. Organic grapes.
Kedushat Shvit.
Kedushat Shvit, yes. Once you picked, you have to eat everything. So, everything. And make sure it doesn't fall on the floor.
Pick wisely.
Wait, don't cut so many. No. Just a minute. Leave this one for the next 2, okay? Take from him. Can I ask you to...
You didn't get yet? Oh, he told you not to take?
Here,
Abishai,
not to pick.
Here.
Wait, just a minute.
Abishai, can I take a picture with you? Okay.
Taste.
Look at me though. Show me the grape.
Who didn't get yet?
That's a bad one. Good.
Vakasha, you want to give your kids?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu.
Did you all taste the grapes? Who did not taste yet?
These are delicious. So these are eating grapes, these are not wine grapes.
Eating grapes,
Eating
not
grapes.
wine grapes. Can you give the other people that we get? Okay, thank you. And we're keeping, wait, before we're keeping on. Come here and show me where is this tree grafted? Grafted, Kilayim.
Go
Where
ahead, make a
is this tree
bracha
grafted?
and let us know if it's good.
Grafted is taking 2 trees, cutting them in the middle, putting them one on top of the
Amen.
other. That's grafting.
How's the grape? Good? All righty.
And we'll go see the fig tree. Oh! This one is soft. Now, come to the shade. You know what's the biggest problem with figs?
Bugs.
Insects. Now, the tour before, we had luck, or we didn't have, depend what you think is luck. Opalach. Can you see? Just came out. This is an ant. This is a small thing.
So Kedushat Shvi'it with figs is very challenging.
Very, very challenging.
They're delicious, but you got to really
Once
check.
I started learning it, I'm very, very careful with figs.
And some of those strings of the fibers of the fig actually look like worms. So it's
Right, but this one is not so ripe, so usually it's not as infested.
right. The more sweet they are, the more sugar
They're
content, the
purple
more
and they're sweeter.
when they're ripe. That's when the bugs say, "Okay, it's party time."
Okay, I don't
Pretty
see
much.
anything. Right,
Yeah, it's just not so ripe.
no, not so ripe. But the two before, it wasn't so ripe and we found. So I wanted to... Okay, good. You want to eat a clementina. You want to pick it from the tree. Not on Shmitta. What are the mitzvot you have to think about?
Not on Shmitta?
Not on Shmitta.
Orla.
What mitzvot you have to think about? First one is Orla. Is this tree more than 3 years old? What do you think?
Oh, Orla, you have to let the tree live for 3 years.
For 3 years before you eat. It's much more than 3 years, no problem at all. I have to say, if you buy a fruitful tree in Israel and you take it from the nursery into your house, garden, you have to recount. Even if it's 2, 3, 4 years old, you have to recount because of a few halachic issues. We won't get into it. It's more than 3 years. Okay.
Well, if you keep the soil together.
If you keep
in
the soil
bag,
and you buy it from a nursery which is covered for Orla, yes,
You're okay.
but basic, usually...
the
you have to-
Chakleim do that.
A farmer, nachon. But for regular people, okay. This tree is grafted. Can I eat if the tree is grafted? You see the grafted tree here? It's maybe kilayim, I don't know. The halacha is, even if it's grafted in a forbidden way, you can eat the
Fruit anyway.
That's why when you went to the supermarket and you saw a sign, no problem of orla and trumot and maasrot in this shop, you didn't see it, no problem of kilayim. Why not?
It doesn't matter.
Because even if it was kilayim, you can eat it.
Once
That's-
it's done, you could.
Yes. So
But the farmers all
the
make
farmers
sure
have to
make
have
sure
to
they
know.
don't plant
But the
Kilayim.
farmers come to the rabbi. Rabbi, can I plant this? No, kilayim. Can I water it? No, it's kilayim.
Right.
Can I leave it there? No, it's kilayim. You're supposed to uproot it. Okay. If we didn't do it after 3 years, will you give me a hechsher on this? He said yes. Okay, Rabbi.
Thank you.
We'll be okay. In 3 years, come back to us. Who are the only ones that are suffering? The religious farmers. And they come to us and ask us to help them to find rootstocks that are kosher for things they grow, pears and other things. And Baruch Hashem, it's one of the things we do, and help the farmers. Okay, Orla, Kilayim.
So they all have to be from citrus, basically. All the
Correct.
citrus have to be citrus rootstock as well,
Correct,
more or less.
more or less. That's even better. And Trumot and Maasrot, if you eat it, here, you don't have to separate. You take it home, you should separate. How do you separate Trumot and Maasrot? You got a magnet. We gave you a blue magnet, if you remember. That's Beta Otzar. That's a text for Trumot and Maasrot. You need to know what to do, but basically you read the text, and then you can separate Trumot and Maasrot. And this one will be Shmitta. So in Shmitta, no Trumot and Maasrot, and of course you have to keep it with Kedusha. Okay, now we need the women to be first, and the men, please not to say anything. You'll see why. Come.
Plant your trees now at IsraelTrees.org.